So our area of practice is consumer commoditized law. Generally, we focus in on those areas which average consumers require on a daily basis. Wills, real estate, notarial services, family agreements, immigration forms, all of those are really what someone requires as they kind of go through the A to Z of life, and those are the services we seek to provide. There is quite a few people who are actively pursuing the commercial end of the market in a systemic way, and we felt that there was a striking need for people to do consumer processes better. The statistics associated with consumer-based services are fairly stark. It is the case that about 64% of Canadians who should have wills do not. It is the case that the vast majority, approaching 80 or 90% of litigants who are engaged in family disputes do not have a lawyer by the end of the process in Toronto courtrooms. There is a stark need that is often termed access to justice that takes place in Ontario, in Canada, and certainly in Toronto, where we primarily operate our stores. And so we saw an opportunity. We saw an opportunity both to fulfill a market need and at the end of the day also fulfill the mandate provided to us through the Law Society and by the Attorney General to ultimately provide legal services to the public in a better way. The practice of law for me is an incredibly rewarding experience. It's rewarding in two respects. First, it's rewarding on an access to justice level. The fact that we are tangibly able to make a difference in the number of wills that people actually receive in Ontario. We're doing tens of thousands of wills. Matters. It matters because what we are effectively doing is alleviating the burden of people who do not have access to proper legal services. And in providing them with those legal services, we are in fact doing a service to the community, and one can only help but feel good about that. In addition to that, I do love business, and developing out our business plan, expanding our business plan, watching it flourish, watching it develop, all of those factors are very, very rewarding to me from the perspective of business. And I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing what the future will actually bring in that regard as well. The challenges facing the legal profession are as I've described them. It's really primarily, I think if you ask 10 lawyers would respond that the challenge facing the legal profession is access to justice. I think it's acutely felt. I think lawyers feel very badly about the fact that we haven't been able to address this issue. And what's more, it's within our mandate to do so. We are entrusted by the legislature to provide legal services. No one else is. And as a result, when we fail to do so, we are effectively failing in our charge. The challenge of access to justice is the very challenge that Axess law embraces on a day-to-day basis. It's the reason it was formed. It's the reason we're called Axess law. Although we're spelled A-X-E-S-S, it's supposed to be a cute play on the word access. And as a result, really what we are structured around is embracing that challenge, confronting that challenge, overcoming that challenge, and showing that lawyers are the appropriate way to respond to that challenge, which is not necessarily an answer that is foretold. And if lawyers don't step up and do this, surely there will be others to take our stead. We believe that lawyers are best placed for this. We believe lawyers can do it competently and well, and that is the day-to-day challenge and the day-to-day reward of Axess Law. I'm very grateful for this award. It's a real privilege. And what I would say is that I do not feel that this reward is singularly owed to me. Certainly it's owed to my entire team. And in particular, I would mention my co-founder in my business, Lena Koch, who has been with me every step of the way, is as engaged in this process as I am, and couldn't ask for a better business partner. And I do feel that she's up here with me, even if I am the one receiving the award, so I would mention that as well.